Let's move on to another topic here. It was just announced this morning. I'm ready to tell you right now. A tectonic shift in the history of Hollywood is about to happen. Forget The Godfather. Forget him. Forget Bridge on the River Kwai. Forget Lawrence of Arabia. Forget Ben-Hur. Forget anything that you think may have been the greatest film of all time. Because I'm here to tell you, there is a new goat in town. And that is a movie about Wile E. Coyote. Yes, that's right. It has been officially reported that Wile E. Coyote has a movie in development at Warner Bros. Officially, it's going to be, at least the working title right now is Coyote versus Acme. Now, for those of you who did not grow up watching Wile E. Coyote trying to chase and catch that Roadrunner, Acme is the company that the Coyote was constantly buying mail order stuff from. All these gadgets, usually missiles and explosives and bombs. Always the most dangerous things that you should never be allowed to sell over mail. Anyway, Acme is the company that Wile E. Coyote was constantly mailing away to get some new gadget or new device or new, weapon to try to catch and destroy the Roadrunner. And inevitably, something always went wrong. Whether it was something going wrong with the Acme device that they sent him, or whether it was something that went wrong with the environment, inevitably, though, every single scheme that Wile E. Coyote came up with ended with him being crushed and destroyed under rocks, or blown up and burnt, or whatever. He's got a hell of a chin in MMA terms, because he took some big hits and never died. I think you can make an argument that Wile E. Coyote is an immortal celestial being, because the poundings and the beatings and the falls off cliffs and being crushed by giant boulders and being a victim of massive explosions, and yet he never died. I think you could make an argument that he is an MCU celestial. Much like that floating head of nowhere, or much like, Peter Quill's father. He's a celestial immortal. And I think you can make an argument for that. But anyway, getting back to this movie. I'm excited because Wile E. Coyote is a character that I think a lot of people have identified with over the years. Like that Roadrunner, if you want to get philosophical for something, represents that thing in our lives that we're constantly trying to get, and it's always just out of our reach, regardless of the innovations, regardless of the machinations, regardless of the plans and the schemings and the plotting and the preparedness and all that kind of stuff. There's always that one thing that's just out of our reach and we can never get. And I think on that level, there's a lot of people in our culture who have identified at one point or another with Wile E. Coyote. And although the Roadrunner is the hero, even back as a kid, I think everybody at some point was just starting to cheer for the Coyote. Like, damn, I hope he gets that damn bird. I hope he gets that damn bird at some point, because this dude's gone through hell. So on many levels, I think it's a great idea to do a movie on Wile E. Coyote. I love the idea of it being Coyote versus Acme. I am assuming Roadrunner will be in there in some way, shape, or form, being the kind of the MacGuffin, if you will, to push the story along. Look, I gotta tell you, I think there's a lot of things from our past that you can announce you're doing a movie about that would be dumb. I think doing a movie on the Coyote is awesome. And I'm completely excited to see what they're going to do about it. So, yep, chalk me up to being on board with that. Absolutely.